we realize that enablers and the way they interact with the system and with the community. Important to recognize that if we put the entire onus of changing behaviors on the individual, we are setting ourselves up to fail. And I think some of the other preceding speakers have spoken very eloquently about that. Changing behaviors is an individual responsibility, it's a family responsibility, it's a community responsibility, it's a system responsibility. The moment we bring it down to, I have not gone as a husband taken my wife or supported my wife to take her for antenatal care, or I as a mother have not done exclusive breastfeeding for the 6 months. The moment we individualize it to one person, that somebody's individual behavior, I think we will set ourselves up to fail. This does not mean that we minimize the individual responsibility, but we see that within an ecosystem that supports that individual with the help of the family, the community, the system, and the policies in the context of an enabling environment. Not an easy task to do, but I think we've already taken the right steps here in Morocco, and we did see a lot of how those behavior changes are already having an impact in some of our field visits yesterday.
Thank you very much, and thank you for...
Okay, you have the floor. A question here and a question there. 4 questions, 5 questions. Yes, sir. Could you introduce yourself, please? I'm Lahsen Kabiri, head of an association and a college professor. First, I would like to thank you for this meeting, a very important meeting. I would like to thank the Wilaya of Darat affiliate, which has given us this opportunity to meet here. The title of the project, Tools, Innovative Tools at the Service of Healthcare and Nutrition. Are there any good inventory on good practices in relation to health and nutrition of the mother and child? I would like to know if it's possible in the current problematic in healthcare. We see that there are certain chronic diseases such as diabetes, which have their impact on children. How these children who come from families with chronic diseases, is there a specific program in relation to this? I would like to know within the context of this food drive. I can give the example of the oasis environment where we live, where there is good practice, and there is agroecology, and there is healthy nutrition, and most people before have never seen a doctor. There is some nutrition at the school level which gave extraordinary results. I'm talking all about traditional knowledge that are linked to nutrition or the healthcare of women. Are there any studies done here and which have yielded results which can, for example, be improved and upgraded in the current technological context? Without further ado, I'd like to place this nutrition in the international context of food in climate changes and water resources, hence the importance of Indh and its intersectoriality. This is something that is very important in the age and for which we are proud. It has raised a very thorny question, which is luckily that is the missing link in this system. And I believe through everything that has been done for the future, I believe we're going to see very important things, and we are asked as an association which has had modest contribution in this sense to contribute to it. Thank you. Thank you. Mrs. Misfi Wisniver,